Hey, you guys, and welcome to Sex Talk with T.Graye and Luscious G. I'm T.Graye. I have a special co-host with me, special guest in the building, Queen Ray.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Queen.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
I am wonderful.
Yes. Happy Tuesday.
It's a happy Tuesday.
Yeah, so you guys, Luscious G isn't with us tonight, but we're going to see her again soon. But I do promise to keep it raunchy in her name. And joining us in the building tonight, one of my favorite comedians out of 757, nationally touring, super dope dude, Comedian Anguz Black is in the building. Ow. Come on in here, Angus Black.
What up?
Give it to me. Yeah.
All of
Thank
it.
you. All of it.
What up, y'all?
Hey,
What up?
Yo,
it's so
y'all.
good to see
You
your
go to
face.
DC, y'all gotta rock with them. You got to hit them up. You know, when you in their city, you gotta hit them up.
They don't know. They don't know how we get down up here.
Like,
All
look,
all
T
the
took me
love.
out to the club. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't had a little bread on me like that. She's like, don't worry about all that. Took us up to VIP, snuck us a bottle when the bar was closed. The owner came and still get me. Come on, yo, the GOAT.
When you start telling people they're gonna expect
Right.
treatment.
Right. And everybody
every time
gets
they
that,
come.
Black. Now everybody gets that.
You
Yeah,
expect.
I love them, y'all. I love both of them. They hold us down.
Appreciate
thank you
it.
so much. Well, thank you for joining us tonight on this Sex Talk with T.Graye. First things first, I know all y'all out there listening and watching it. I said it. I know y'all thinking to yourselves, this is about sex talk, but this girl got on a spiritual shirt.
Oh,
I do. Shirt says spoiler, God wins. And
well, God created it, so.
Hello.
Let me tell y'all, that's why.
Hello.
Okay, because had it not been for the Lord,
Hallelujah.
we wouldn't have none of this great sex that we be having around here.
Mm-mm.
Wouldn't none of y'all exist, wouldn't none of y'all babies be born. So we're gonna go ahead and praise him. And then
Hey. Oh.
Hey, what kind of show is this? My bad. I'm sorry, y'all.
Here.
Northern and the Western.
So what I wanted to get into tonight, you guys, because the new year is among us. And so much has changed just dealing with this pandemic, our expectations of life, our expectations of love, of ourselves. Yeah. So I wanted to kind of talk about and see if we have some new expectations for sex for 2021. Anybody doing anything different, busting out new moves? Are you bringing something new to the sex game in 2021?
Well, I'm a Gemini, so we creative all the time. Like we gonna come up with positions as we go. So,
okay.
Like, for the positions that I pulled off in 2020, I can only imagine. I'm about to go straight monkey on them on 2020.
Okay.
Like straight like zoo animals for the 2021.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right. I need it. All right.
What kind of moves? I think it's where you making, bro.
Need an example.
2020. Yes,
I.e.
doesn't have a name.
Nah, the names ain't came out yet.
The names ain't came out yet.
Nah.
It's like a new pair of George. They ain't even gonna tell what it is yet till it's almost there.
When we always
standing online.
It'll be released on Amazon when it's ready. So y'all can
it's gonna be on Amazon.
Purchase the positions.
Okay, so Angus is going to be bringing some new positions, which is always good. People oftentimes think that their routine or their mundane is all that there is to the bedroom. Like some people only do 3 and 4 positions, and that's it. So kudos
sorry for their life.
Yeah, y'all crack open the book, get y'all little conversation, little something.
Yeah, fellas, you can't be predictable. Like that's the worst thing to a woman is to be predictable. She know the position you, but she's like, what you want to put me on the side, right? When they
I'm turning over
in the middle of sex.
Right.
That was like that Tyler Perry movie when she was like, he's about to brush his teeth. He's about to say da-da-da-da-da. Like she was wording it, like knew him to the T. Yeah. I need some spontaneity.
Yes. I don't think I ever want to have a sexual situation that I always know what's coming. I don't ever want it to be predictable. And granted, we can all kind of get stuck. You know what I mean? Everybody likes what they like. You have your favorite. I got my favorite. So yeah, we're not gonna take my favorite out the rotation.
Man, it's too much porn out here for you to be out here doing the same positions. Like the categories
some
are endless.
Something going on.
What the fuck is baldism? I don't even know what that category is, but that just sound rough. Like I seen a jump with the dude. They taped the girl to a straight ironing board, and her ass was out, and she was duct taped from the shoulders down, but only her ass was poking out the tape.
So they hit her with the ironing board,
and she couldn't even run and jump. She was taking it in the mouth and on the ironing board. That shit was medieval as fuck, but I was like, I gotta get me another ironing board. I gotta get me a stronger ironing board.
I just want you to know.
You better get a surfboard.
It's gonna be people missing. Walmart's all over the U.S.
It's gonna be missing ironing boards.
Okay. You know, one thing I gotta stop. I think I gotta calm down with the talking. Like I talk too much. You know what I mean? And see, that shows if you watch porn, like niggas will be hearing shit in porn, and then when they start having sex, then it's like you say some stuff that'll offend her. She can be like, oh, you want it in your mouth, bitch? And she like, where you get that from? I'm so sorry. I was watching the ironing board. You know, so
you know what though? You should have a partner though that take it in the mouth. Like your partner needs to be on the same.
On the same. At least open.
Yes.
You can't just always pop certain things up on me, but if you discuss them and converse with me a little bit about the situation, it may go down.
Okay, all right. See, I like that attitude for the 2021.
That was so pleasant.
Goggle it up. Goggle.
He's just turning into something real nasty.
I know, but I'm showing my true colors up here. I gotta calm down. You can't show everybody. You like, yo, that motherfucker nasty for real too.
Oh, for real.
I believe it. He was on the monkey's sex.
Yeah, I did do the monkey.
I feel like if anything else, we should definitely come out of 2020 recognizing that life is way too short.
Definitely
to not have fun. So that includes your sex life. You should be open to exploring. You should be open to trying some new things. It does not have to be mundane. Like I'm going to keep fucking like tomorrow's not coming.
Damn.
That's how I feel. Like when you get in the bedroom, I need you to fuck me as if COVID is on our ass.
The world is at an end.
Like we're about to be dead tomorrow. So fuck me like you're not gonna see me.
Pay attention, ladies.
If you had 24 hours to live, what would you do?
Listen, I'm fucking something. Okay? If I had 24 hours to live, now don't get me wrong, I'm a parent. Of course I'm gonna spend some time with my kids. But I can tell you that the
going out with a bang
to bust is going to kill me. Fuck them 24 hours. I'm not gonna make it.
I just make 23
so hard that I'm gonna die. Like,
see, them real freaks, that be them girls with that black eyeliner. I'm looking for the girls with the black eyeliner. That's the ones that like the gag right there. They like them look. They be like crying black tears.
What you trying to say?
Yeah, I'm about to say. I know we both have eyeliner on. What about that?
Hey, that's what's up.
Lord.
So let me ask you this. You've been out in the game and in the entertainment game, so you've been exposed, I guess, to what I would call maybe a different level of sexual encounters. Mm-hmm. And I would say that only because for most men in entertainment, you know, there's more access, women are more apt to doing more things. You know what I mean? They're coming on to you just on the strength of who you are. Do you feel like there's still stuff for you to learn, or do you feel like you kind of have done it all?
Nah, I think there's a lot of things to learn constantly. Like, I don't think you could ever master the game. I think what it is that we be knowing better and we still go through with it. Like I said, you thinking with your head and not your head. You know what I mean?
Right.
What head is you using right now? And sometimes it don't be worth it. So like it's like you should have learned enough from the past not to just get involved with anybody, no matter if it's just available to you. Like it just ain't all good. So I think Cause now man, I tell you, I got some crazy stories, yo. Like
I can only imagine.
Just went left field. Like it was crazy. So like, me personally, I'm at a point. I don't have no kids. I'm not in no relationship, but at the same time, I'm not reckless. Like I could be out and I could have fun, and it could be 100 girls after the show. It got to be a vibe. Like it just got to be something. I'll be like, she like, hey, you want to go catch a drink or something? Like you just want to. It's a band playing down the street. It's good. I'm like, okay, that's my type of vibe. But you just gotta. You should be grown enough to catch that vibe now. If somebody got a motive, or you know what I mean? Because now niggas is posting your shit up online quick. People can't wait to post pics.
Sharing.
Oh, girl, I was with such and such. And then the perception, people think you doing it. Like, I don't know who he is, but he got to be somebody. And everybody looking for a come up right now. With the internet world, it's a whole nother level now. So you just got to be careful, fellas. Like, I know that pussy. I know how it feel good. I know it. But they got pussy pockets and sex dolls and all that to keep us over now. Like it's a new 2021.
Look here, 757. Okay, I had to stop my life for a second. Look here, 757. You better not be out here spreading that stuff all over the place. Dang on it.
Nah, I'm not.
You want people popping up at the shows and stuff.
Hello. I can't have that, yo. I'm accessible. Like I gotta be really. It ain't worth it. I've been in the game for a minute, yo. So like, I done seen jump where we did shows in cities and girls would come out at the end of their show with their husband or their man or whoever. Dude, very supportive, buying your merchandise. And then the girl be like, oh my God, you was so funny. I think you in my top 5, man. Can I get a picture? You be like, yeah, cool. So next thing you know, she like, babe, take a picture for me. I'm looking at him as if he got this look like, well, damn, I wanted to be in a picture too with you, babe.
No picture for you, bro.
So now he got this look on his face, and then I got to sit here. I could tell the way a woman grabbed me, the way she get in the picture.
She would give it up.
She on something. You know what I mean? And see what happened is they get your Instagram, and then they leave, and they like, well, what's your Instagram and stuff? I got
goes down in the DM.
Then they slide in that DM, and they hit you with the, look, how long you in town? I'm about to drop my husband off. Where you going? I'm like, God.
They would even let it be the next night, same night.
See, I was that dude before. I was that guy. So that goes against my code. Like, y'all, I've been that guy.
Right.
So I respect it. Like, it ain't worth it. I don't care how good you are. I'm like, man, that shit ain't worth it, dog.
So what is it that going into 2021? What is it that you feel like you really want to have in the bedroom? What is most important?
Man, you know, the internet kind of killed that now. Like, sex is available everywhere you look. On my thread is ass and titties gonna come up. Like, it's everywhere. So it's hard to be, I don't know, it's hard to be creative. Like in movies and commercials and everything you see, sex is everywhere. So now I think they kind of over killing it with the sex and making it dull in the bedroom in real life because people are doing in the bedroom what they seeing on all the social media platforms right now. It's like not no genuine connection to, I don't know. It's just different now.
So you're looking for the genuine connection.
Which that right there is like finding a 4-leaf clover right now, trying to find some genuine shit like that. Everybody fucking right now. It ain't no love connect. And me being a Gemini, I got to have some type of connection. Like
something, right?
It got to be like almost, even if it's for the moment, it got to be some type of like I'm down there making love to you still for the night we in love, but like, you know what I mean?
I don't even think that's a Gemini thing because I'm like that too.
I want that impression that she just be like, yo, when can I see you again? Like, I want
that dick was
see you again.
You know what I'm saying? like, I want that. You know what I mean?
Nigga about to
I don't
gas
know.
up the cum, going for a ride.
If I could
He
keep
be like, I gotta try it again to make sure it was real.
Yes.
if I could keep it exclusive,
if
if I could keep it exclusive, if you can find a person, even though y'all ain't in a relationship, the way the internet setting it up now, you're not technically in relationships, but you can be in a relationship without being in a relationship. I guess if that makes sense.
Alabama says
Hey,
you got
Alabama.
a fucking helicopter while piloting that motherfucker. You ain't wrong.
But see, everybody now is fucking. Like niggas is just, everybody just want to beat it up and jump, and it's like the dude can walk away feeling like, yo, I be punishing her ass, but she ain't got no connection to it. Like, it's like her pussy sore, but she still ain't come. You know what I mean? Like, did you beat it up or
right?
did you
Without
really
the
come? Like,
connection, right?
Like, a girl ain't gonna come just off just because she gonna come. It gotta be some type of, you gotta get my mind there. Like, oh, here it come. You gotta get her still there mentally. Like, and that's the connect on that is just lost right now. It's fucking music right now. That's just what it is. That's out now. Wow. Ain't no love attached. You know what I mean? Ain't no love.
So let me ask you, guest co-host, do you want something different going into 2021, or is your expectations still the same?
Mine's pretty much the same because I'm more in the lines of like Angus. I'm about connection, or there is something. It's got to be an energy, a connection, just a genuine moment, same vibe, whatever the earths and the stars and the moons, all that stuff. Something has to be there. Something has to be there. But like 2020, I ain't done nothing in 2020 for real, y'all. So I'm just at this point probably trying to get something.
I would say definitely get more adventurous with the sex, like more outside sex, more like going on rooftops. Like right now,
they don't have a problem with that.
Angus want to be on the top of the motherfucking parking lot where you can see the city.
Damn,
I got yeah.
Skyline.
Look, I keep it 100. I remember a long time ago, yo, we was at this rooftop in the city overlooking it with the water. It was perfect. And this girl got down and she was like, yo, I was drinking. I'm like literally over the city. And she got down and started doing her thing.
Oh, Titanic and stuff.
And I still feel to this day, if I blow up, I say, yo, somewhere in that city over all that, something had recorded that. And I feel when I get on, that shit gonna drop. Like when I get on,
it's gonna magically appear.
Like Kim K this whole thing, and it's going to skyrocket.
Remember when?
Everybody
they're like, this is when y'all want to run for president. He getting his dick stuck on top of parking garages.
Hell yeah.
You too can get your dick sucked on the skyline.
Hey, it's a nice romantic. It's a way to keep some money in your pockets, fellas. You get you a nice little meal, get you a bottle, get some smoke, go on top of the nicest rooftop. It could be whatever. Just go up somewhere high. Like I remember one time, I said, look, I used to keep a table in the back of in the trunk. And I remember I set up for this girl's birthday. I went on top of a parking garage and I had the table set out with the cloth on it with the food and stuff. It wasn't no cars, no nothing. It was just us on top of a rooftop. And it was nice and the moon was big. And she was like, yo, this is different as fuck. Like we on the top of but see,
and it'd be something that simple though.
I knew the people on the building, so I was just like, yo, I'm gonna do something. They like, that's dope. And I was trying to find a nigga who played the violin to just be up there playing that.
Oh, you really was setting the tone. Okay.
I was on some Lady in the Tramp shit, yo. Like I was trying to get the spaghetti noodles.
Go buy one long ass noodle.
You had all that nerd package over there, boy. That's what you doing to these girls.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a romantic little nigga. You know.
Okay, so I want to say for me, my expectations, I think, have changed a little bit. And so mainly because the value of sex has now changed. And it's not my age because I'm at the age where I'm creeping toward our prime. You know what I mean? Like that's the phase of life that we're in right now. But you would think that I would be like, oh, so much more eager, or oh, so much more excited, or whatever the case may be. But just following everything that's happened the past 6 to 7 months, the value of it has really, really gone down. It's always been very high on my list of to-dos. It's been very high on my list of things that were important as far as my connection and my relationship. It was always important to me just because that's like, it was my release. It was almost therapeutic. You know what I mean? Like some you comics, you guys get on stage to work y'all shit out. If I had a bad day, I ain't telling no goddamn jokes. I'm fucking up. You know what I mean? So it's always been so many different things for me. And then to not have it, not experience it, and then you have to channel whatever that energy is that I released during sex. I have to channel something that energy into something else. Whether it's angry energy, whether it's passionate energy, whether it's horny energy, whether it's love energy, whatever the case may be, you like, you can't do nothing with it. How do you then exercise it? So got into other things and got extremely comfortable with not having sex at all. Like, wouldn't even get horny. I couldn't even masturbate, you guys. I'm just go ahead and
damn, it got that bad.
It's like that during this pandemic. Like, really, I had got to a point where like my shit was just like, nah.
So you ain't humped one pillow in your house. You telling me you ain't humped dry hump.
So what I'm telling you is,
I don't believe.
For at least 4 or 5 months, your girl was like, fuck it.
What?
Seriously, I was. And then it wasn't even like my drive and everything had really, really changed. And so coming around to the end of the pandemic, you know, I feel like, okay, bitch, you back at 100, but it's definitely not as important to me as it was. It's definitely, and maybe I used it more as a crutch or whatever the case may be, but it's definitely not that for me anymore. Like, I don't channel my same emotions or my same passions through sex as I did before. So even if I decide to go into a relationship, not to say I'm not going to be fucking them crazy, because that's what God made me for, but it's definitely not going to be on my hierarchy. It's not going to be at the top of the list. It's not going to be one of those make it or break it things. And it's always been a make it or break it thing for me. Like, you could have been fantastic, but the dick was like, no, you gotta go. So yeah, it's definitely changed my perspective. I don't know if it changed for the good or the bad. I was talking to Black Ron, and Black Ron was like, oh no, you don't want to fuck, there's something wrong with you. I'm like,
yeah. It's something wrong.
But it's definitely, but my perspective,
that don't mean something wrong.
Something wrong.
It's definitely
it's just your mind ain't on it.
That WAP has to be used like within a certain period of time, 5-6 months, without like whopping nobody. That's crazy.
I mean,
you don't want to know my time then. Good Lord.
God dang, you can beat that.
Yes.
Now understand when I say that means
because I couldn't
shit
off no more.
You don't.
It was like February or something. It's been a minute.
You don't have to necessarily be with somebody. I'm just talking about in general. You have to, even if it's with yourself.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how deep my transition in this phase, or what? Yes, Thomas Smith. The hell. That's how deep my
exactly, Thomas.
During the pandemic, that I couldn't even masturbate. Like, and
but you don't think it was just being focused on something else, like something?
Nah, bitch, I was trying. Like, I wanted to, and my pussy was like, nah.
See that's
mental. That's what I'm saying. If you focus on something else, like, nah. It's a mental thing.
I'm gonna tell you,
just like you saying you want the connection and the genuineness. Something like it. All that's mental.
Yeah. All
of it's mental, and whether you recognize it or not in the moment, or it takes time to recognize it later, your brain will be like,
I don't care what I'm going through. I'm gonna bust off. I could be pissed off. They just
you a guy.
My job. I can't wait to get home. I'll be like, oh. I guess it ain't nothing to do. I got more time. Let me get one off.
Whack out my madness.
Yeah, I'm putting all of that stress out. That's stress in there.
So how often do you think, or what number would you put for healthy masturbation for a guy? Let's say in about a week. How often?
Now understand this. Married men would masturbate more than single men. Married men.
I can see that.
Yeah, when I was married,
He had to walk away though.
I was gonna have to put my hands in handcuffs behind my back to keep myself for myself.
Thomas said, "I need to wake my girl up." My girl is woke now, Thomas Smith. She woke now.
Look, you be when you a married man.
I've done it now. Okay.
When you a married man,
people can't have breaks. Right? Good grief, they can't have breaks.
When you a married man, you trying not to cheat. You trying to your best not to cheat. So all you can do is watch porn, and God forbid you got a type of wife that ain't gonna give you nothing but like every 2 months. So when she on her time, you don't know when you gonna get it. So now you gotta hump all of these other girls mentally to keep you sane from physically going out to be with somebody else. And a lot of married women don't see that. So porno, if you ask any married dude, you be like, you watch porn. That's why, look, Kurt Franklin, he almost lost his marriage over porno.
That nigga was digging in the garbage.
Yeah, he was.
Terry Crews. Like, this shit real when you get in a relationship. That challenge, like now with technology, you being married and you got pussy up on your thread all day long. And your girl, everybody girl ain't gonna meet the criteria of what we seeing now.
Right.
So to just love your woman genuinely through all the joints and keeping it 100, like, yo, my bae is bad, and then you sitting there like, babe, come on, man. You know she giving, look at that, babe, like, damn, like if I knew what I knew now, I would have got me a wedding ring and still been single. I would just put a married ring on. It seems like women come at you harder when you're married.
There's them women out there want the challenge.
The temptation.
Like, okay, they're gonna try their hand. They're like, he married. Let me see what she look like. Oh, I'm better than that. Let me see if I can get that ass.
So let me see.
Is on that single life, and he said twice per week to masturbate.
Twice per week for a single man or a married man.
Single man. That's a single guy.
I say for a single dude, I say about 3.
About
but
3?
Nah.
I don't know. Nevin might be out here getting major ass right now.
Well, then,
what you doing? What you doing?
Nevin getting up during this pandemic.
Chum.
He a comedy promoter.
If you single now, you shouldn't even be doing that much for real. Honestly, you should have something on hand. I'm not necessarily saying that if some dudes could just be focused on like, man, look, I'm. Cause semen retention is serious. Like if you can hold your nut back and that's a level of discipline right there. And then your attraction will be stronger if you can hold your semen. Like you know what I mean? But if you busting off 4-5 times a week and shit, the energy level that you're gonna get from women ain't gonna be like you're not a catch right now. It's just like so trying to hold it, that's a challenge for people. So if you single, if you smashing off and you got some joints and you still beating off during the week, that's a lot. So yeah, married men, I would see married men like 3 to 5 times a week. But a single man, maybe, like dude said, maybe once or twice a week. If you get some pussy already.
He said 2 to 3 times a day.
Section is going
lit. They lit.
Now. So we got people on here doing research. Okay, prostate health calls for 7 times a month. So I'm sure that any guy on this thread is meeting that.
Healthy prostates.
Alabama said every day. Thomas Smith, I don't know where you at.
Alabama, what up?
Said DC.
DC. I don't even know if we met before, but Bruce said 2 to 3 times
a day.
2 to 3 times a day, boy.
What you doing?
Walking around.
Do you work? Do you have a job?
And your back gonna be out of commission at 40 times.
At the barbershop hand just shaking.
Like that old school Jackson dance.
Probably don't even go there.
Just beat it.
Hey, if some of our dicks could talk, they probably would press charges on us. They like, I got to leave. This motherfucking assault is just getting out of hand down here.
No bull. So you touched on something that I thought was very interesting. Just the fact that they're different.
Yo, is he off the chain?
Yo, the comments is crazy, yo.
Right. Don't put yourself on the chopping block, bro. Okay.
So if you eat right and you exercise, you should have a lot come out all the time.
All the time.
You should have whole families coming out your dick anytime you bust off. That's something I do look at. I'll be looking like, yo, y'all gotta look at. We busting off life. A life is coming out of there. That's how you gotta look at that nut that we leave wherever. That was a possible superstar that we just left on the wall. Or
y'all just left the next Obama all on.
We just left the next president. We just left the next president in them hotel sheets or wherever we shot it off at. That was our ticket out of this shit. So you gotta understand, holding that semen retention, you holding superstars in there, possibly.
That's hilarious. What do you think is a normal amount for a female in a week?
Now y'all supposed to go hard.
Yeah. And do you think that it differs between married women and single women? Now, I've been a married woman and a single woman, so maybe I can.
Yeah, because I only been single.
Okay, it's okay.
I believe that the number probably would vary between single and married. I don't know, just a couple times a week. I mean, like a man. See, I think for women, it's more work. It's more work. Guys, it's just a simple like slip and it's out there. We got like layers to our shit. We got sensitivity spots in different areas. Like it's a little more work.
I feel you gotta definitely be in the zone.
And probably a little more time too. If you think about it, we take
it's hard. It's hard to manage.
Sometimes 30 seconds. Fuck this shit. I gotta go. Like,
hilarious.
If I gotta go to work, or if it's my lunch break and I just fuck this.
But see, maybe for me, because I'm always like, that was always like, it's hard for you to tickle yourself. So I absolutely enjoy way more another touch. Like it's a little different for me. Right. So I don't do it as much because I'm just like, okay.
To be honest, like my masturbation and what I would call normal, it differs from whether I'm in a relationship versus not and how much sex I'm having. Mm. If I'm having more than enough sex in my relationship, I'm not going to masturbate at all. Like if you fuck the shit out of me, let's just say it's an overnight. Overnight, we might fuck 3-4 times, maybe 3-4 times. That's
right. 3-4 times in one night.
I mean, because you
have you not?
Yeah, I'm tired already just hearing that.
Dinner, take a break, you know, fuck again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, get back up.
It's not necessarily back to back, but there's a little time in it.
And then before we check out, we got fuck again. What you talking about?
Yeah.
I know what it is on overnight.
Right.
4 times, 3 to 4. 3 to 4.
I might can get that off of our top of
scenario.
I mean, 4 I feel like is a stretch because but 3 is I think is a fair overnight. Anyways, you fuck the shit out of me, like you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not gonna want anything. Like you ain't gotta worry about me. Right. I don't want to masturbate. I ain't bothering you. Like what you gonna go do? You about to go blow something up? Fine, babe. I'll be right here when you get back.
Right.
Like. Nothing. I don't want nothing. 72 hours. I'm good. However good you fuck me, I'm good. However many days after that, and then it's time for you to do it again because now I'm getting antsy. Like I feel like if you're in a relationship and you're having routine sexual contact, like you get it regular enough that I don't. So when I'm single, I do masturbate more often, but I don't think I do it like what I would call excessive. Like I'm like a once a week person.
Right.
But that's because I'm a busy person. If I was a little less busy, I'd have more time to do my
think
thing.
about it, right?
But no, maybe once a week just to clean them pipes out, make sure old girl still kicking, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she's still right.
Her WAP status.
Yeah. Pretty much. Make sure old girl's pipes all cleaned out. You know what I mean? Get you ready for the next time. But no, I feel like it's definitely healthy. I think it's one of the most healthiest things
Rejuvenation
to do. It helps to keep your stress down. It does help to keep your blood pressure low. There's a lot of benefits to masturbation. So I think that, if you all out there are struggling